we go. There we
Okay,
go. There we
okay,
go.
here we go.
So go
Hey,
there you go right there, Pooh. You
hey,
have that.
so salute, Fiend. You fuck with my nigga Mizzle from Natchez, Mississippi, bro. You know what I'm saying? And my nigga, I'm so grateful to have you on here right now. And my first question is, I want this to be a meaningful interview. All praises due to the Most
For
High God. You
sure,
know what
for
I'm saying?
sure.
You know what I'm
I'm happy
saying?
to be
So,
here. I'm happy to
hey
be
man,
here.
who is Fiend as a man? Who is Fiend as a man, bro?
Who is Fiend as a man, bro? That's a great question. Me as a man is somebody that's not scared to be a hero and a monster. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? I'm not big and bad to nobody. I'm the same guy that help a kitten get out of a tree is the same guy that'll burn a city down behind his beliefs and his family. You know what I'm saying?
I heard the fuck out of that. You know what I'm saying? Salute to that. Yeah, I definitely get that. Knowing when to be the hero, when there's a time to heal and it's a time to kill, a time for war and a time for peace, and knowing when.
Yeah,
So I salute you on that, man. That's biblical,
yeah.
you know.
There's no judgment on either or. Like you know what I'm saying? It's the same. It's the same. It's just an act. You know, it's just an act of doing something. There ain't no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, different polar opposites of the same spectrum.
Right.
But I see that you a Taurus, just like me. You see them bull horns
Come
right
on, man.
there.
Come on, man.
I made it 7th. You made it 13th, right?
Same day as Stevie Wonder.
Okay. Now I come from South Central Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
I grew up under a lot of the gang subculture and all of that.
Right.
What was it like growing up in the Holly Grove neighborhood of the 17th Ward, and you being from the streets and also being in the industry? Did you ever even have any dealings with other rappers from Holly Grove?
Oh man. Growing up in Holly Grove, growing up in my village, it was dope. You know, you didn't know if you was poor, you didn't know if you was rich, you just know you existed in a wonderful village. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be 1,000% honest, you dig? We didn't have a whole lot of gang culture in New Orleans. We grew up with wards, you know what I'm saying? Third ward, seventh ward, 17th ward, stuff like that, right? I just grew up in a dope village. You know, my dad was looked at as like a prince. My mom was looked at like a princess in our neighborhood. So I kind of got a lot of, um, I guess you could say, like the accolades that come from these people and having that type of respect. You know what I'm saying? And love and admiration, you know what I'm saying, within our community, you know what I'm saying? And as I got older, I realized that the fiber of that made me the person of who I would grow to be, of knowing what a community really is, and knowing what family really mean to you as a man, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, man, like the industry is something different. My brother Musa, who also worked as my manager, used to tell me, I want to be real in a fake industry.
Mm.
And I couldn't really grasp that. It's not like I'm the realest nigga in the world. You know, it's just that I just really wanted to be genuinely who I am in the industry that practices not being who
Who
they
they
are.
are.
Not, yes, sir. Yeah.
Right. Pooh?
Hey man, so I want to ask you, what do you feel like the climate of community and black men just really coming together right now? I'm not even gonna say black men, but like the climate of our community and black brothers and black sisters just really coming together right now to help each other out and create their unity, bro.
Uh, a community really just coming together to do something, man. One of my first observations is that the egos have to be put aside and the goals have to be put on the forefront. You know what I'm saying? You love your family like I love mine. You love your grandma like I love mine. You know what I'm saying? You still have your grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Like we share a lot of same values. And I think if people really focused on that, we can get more results. You know what I mean? And don't think it just don't take throwing a whole bunch of money at something, but it takes just putting the action and being present in whatever you decide the community of where you belong and where you want to see greater things at. You know what I'm saying? You know, little kids need to know that they're safe.
Mm.
Man.
You know, parents, you know, your woman walking her dog in the neighborhood should know she should be safe.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? Your son playing football in the middle of the street with whoever other ethnicity or religious belief other kid should be safe, you know what I'm saying, within the community. And it starts from us communicating with each other. Most people have fear of getting to know each other. That's what makes racism stand so strong, that fictitious version of racism, because most people don't understand each other. You know what I'm saying? All they got is the version of what they think that person is until you get to know them. You know what I'm saying? But that's what makes community. If somebody deciding to set a standard and putting some action on it and getting a great result and then doing it again and again and again, and just keep in mind the kids are always watching, you know.
Man, a great way to put
Real
that into terms. Great question also.
A great
Pooh.
question.
So we're gonna get into the music. For those who don't know, this is Fiend. This is a two-part question.
For sure.
So first, where did you get the what drew you to hip hop, and how did you get your first name in hip hop? And tell me about your first release, because everybody talks about No Limit Records, and when you came out with that gold album and then the other albums after that, but nobody talks about Big Boy Record. So just tell us how you got into hip hop, and then your experience with your first release through Big Boy Records.
For sure.
And how that went.
For sure. My first start into hip hop, as far as I can remember, man, it had to be watching Eric B. and Rakim. When I saw you know, saw them on my TV screen, you know what I'm saying? When I saw Rakim flow, the big dope man chains and the Gucci suits and stuff, you know what I'm saying, sitting on a Mercedes Benz. I don't know what that was like in my driveway, but I know like that was that, yeah, that's it right there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was like, that was it, man. I was bit by the hip hop bug, and I was gone forever. Like that's where I needed to be for some reason. You know what I'm saying? And man, and then you know I ended up loving everything. That's a Sonic, EPMD, Fat Boys, MC Hammer. You know, 357. Everybody that did it, Steady B. You know, I just in WA, I loved it all. No matter what coast, it wasn't that I had a favorite. Of course, Rakim was my favorite, but I embraced it all and enjoyed to see all these different perspectives of these people, these artists expressing their view from their front porch, from their city, from their block, from their corner of their street. You know what I'm saying? And I loved it. I just loved it, bro. I just knew this is where I wanted to reside, right? And my very first album I bought on vinyl was like DJ Cheese or something. I don't know what it was from. I don't remember the melody too much, but I know I bought it on vinyl. I would go to Odyssey Records in Carrollton Shopping Center in the 17 Holly Grove. Bought me a piece of vinyl. Went home. My mama bought me a little music box that had two cassettes at the bottom and a vinyl record player on the top, and I just was spinning that shit, dog. And believe it or not, in a mix of all that, my cousins, my older female cousins, are asking me to come DJ their parties. You know, I wasn't cold with it. I just played the records they wanted to hear off of my box. You know, my music box. So I think all that played a huge part, man.
And so how did you meet the Big Boy Records and put together the I Won't Be Denied?
For sure. That came about, Big Boy Records came about because, all right, wanting to do rap, wanting to do hip hop, I had to get all the kinks out of being possibly whack to get to being good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nigga, you definitely not whack, nigga. Nigga, you definitely not whack, nigga.
I had to figure it out, like, cause I was writing poems and I wasn't thinking about rapping. I just was writing poems in English class or reading. I was writing poems, you dig?
Were you
And
writing actual bars at that point, or you didn't even understand that part?
nah, I wasn't writing bars. I was writing poems. I wasn't necessarily saying them to nobody, but I was just writing poems. My teacher taught me this is the way to creatively express myself in writing. So I wrote poems, right? And then it hit me that I could possibly say these poems into rap, of an expression of rap, right? So in the process of learning that in middle school and like going to high school, we had a tragedy in my family that led to the neighborhood, once again, my community, pulling together to come to come pour and shower me with their love and their concern because of my brother. I had lost my brother in a car accident.
Condolences, man.
This is,
Sorry to hear
I
that.
appreciate you. He was the first person hearing these bars for me go from poems to raps. So when I passed, I did not, I mean, when my brother passed, excuse me, God forgive me. When my brother passed, I didn't know he had already set in motion. He's been talking to people like Devious, Musa, Country, Mellow Fellow. He's been talking to people about, hey man, when you get a chance, I would love for y'all to teach my brother how to count bars. If you can't, get him in the studio. So I was getting to know all these things. My brother, he was hearing me, but he had put some things in action verbally already. He had already planted some seeds. So these people popped up out of nowhere, bro. Once my brother had passed, and it was like, yo, they kept me busy. You know, Black Menace put me on my first song that came out on cassette to the world called Hollywood Road, that's 17. I might have been rapping on when I was 16, and my verse was, it was an ode to the neighborhood. My verse was ode to my brother. And it was big because, you know, he was big in our neighborhood, once again, in our community. So his girlfriend at the time took me to LSU, kept me busy, kept me around the adults, you know, let me turn me on to Spice One and all kind of people let me hear all these dope MCs. Didn't know I wanted to rap, but I was already big to be on Black Menace's first EP out the neighborhood, out the community on their song so that people was hearing about me, right?
Right.
And they knew their first introduction to me was tragedy of a reality of a MC. So it was,
Reality rap.
bro, it was my first day in. It was like, oh, this is real. Like about this person. Me not even processing that. It was all therapy for me, you know, getting through it. And what happened was I got with Devious and them. I used to go to studios with them. And for those who don't know who Devious, Musa, Mellow Fellow, DJ Precise, these are the gentlemen that produced and wrote the first bounce song that went nationwide called Where They At by DJ Jimmy. Okay.
DJ
So
Jimmy, yeah. DJ,
DJ
yeah, yeah,
Jimmy.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
so so I got in
yeah.
the studio and learned to count bars and stuff. I ended up getting with Devious and them got in the studio. We used to go by his mom's house. He worked on a little beat for me, and we did an intro for the local radio station called Q93, and the personality was called Wild Wayne. Okay,
Q93 DJ, what they at? Man,
right. So
man,
Wild Wayne let me
yeah.
do an intro for his show before his
Mm.
show came on. I had a little intro, right, that introduced the show, bruh. I
You're
did an
getting your
intro.
buzz up now. You're getting your buzz up. Yeah.
Bro, I did the intro for the show. I might have recorded it on Tuesday. I got it to them on Wednesday. They might have played it on Thursday. Friday, I was hanging. Big Boy Records had heard it. Saturday, I recorded the baddest motherfucker alive, and I was on the box every
I'm
day.
still the baddest motherfucker
Bro,
alive.
bro,
Mm.
it happened that fast.
Right.
You know, J Dog is this J Dog was one of the lead vocalists in Black Menace, you know, and he got it to the CEO of Big Boy Records, rest in peace to Charles Temple, Big Chuck. He heard it, wanted to meet me. They had already had Mystikal. He was going crazy with I'm not that nigga, you know what I'm saying, featuring his sister on the chorus. So they was like, you know, they had G Slim, they had Partners in Crime, they had some shit brewing. But man, that baddest, they heard me from that intro and they was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. So I went into the studio with Precise, and I just, just hanging on the wall, just listening to him produce, in watching a recording session go down as a kid, a fly on the wall. This guy playing some music, and I'm just leaning on the wall, bro, just humming some shit to what he's playing, and he's stopping like, "Hey man, what you saying over there?" And I was like, "I'm the baddest motherfucker alive." And he said, "Hold on, bro. Man, track this beat out." He got on the phone and called Sporty T. He had a session for Sporty T,
42,
local Mouse King, you heard me?
42.
He get on
Yeah.
the phone and said, "Say, Sporty, hey man, I'm in your session, but I'm doing a beat. I want to do something with you. Mind if I make you something else?" Sporty said, "Man, yeah, go ahead, Sice, it's all good." I got in the booth, laid the chorus, laid a verse, my first lines of my rap. Once again, going back to the community who knew my story, right? My first words was, "All follow me. Word on the street, I got a quarter key." Bro, they knew the attachment to this kid and his brother. Juvia take it to this day. He out the mag. No, he was like, "Man, I heard about you. I knew what you was saying was was like that. You feel me, through your
Follow
brother,
me.
like
I got
It
that
was what
42.
it was.
bro." So they was like, "Man, you feel me?" So not knowing this, I'm just talking about Saturdays, Thursdays, and shit at our house. You
Right.
feel me? And who'd ever figured, bro? Divine timing. You know what I'm saying? And that was how the Big Boy Records ordeal became about. I ended up doing a lot of writing over there. I ended up bringing a lot of production to Precise, as far as him hearing nationwide sounds of what I wanted to do. That he ended up implementing on other acts that did great things for them. So that let me know then at 17, 18 of my AR potential, my production potential, my ears as a young person. So I saw all these layers about myself, but just didn't know how to distribute them perfectly. You know what I'm saying? But that made the Big Boy Records release that eventually happened. Fiend Won't Be Denied on Big Boy Records.
That's what's up, Pooh.
Hey, man. So you talked about that poetry type shit. And I talked to the OG Duse about this before we even logged in with you.
Mm-hmm.
Sometime in the morning when I'm getting up, getting ready for work,
Mm-hmm.
I play the heart of a ghetto boy.
Ooh, come on.
So I just want to know where your mind state, my nigga. Like I'm my nigga. Like I'm so serious on that right now, my nigga. Hey, Deuce, I'm so serious on that right now. I listen to that, man. Sometime I play it 3 times back to
It's,
back,
it's a
getting ready for
mantra.
work, riding down I-5,
It's a
and then
mantra.
jumping on the 405 to get to that hospital. The heart of a ghetto boy.
It's a
You have a
mantra.
soldier that's ready to die. Now, in the heart of a ghetto boy, if you ask him to live, he probably say, "Why?"
Say, bro, not even knowing what black men go through, not even knowing what men go through. I had to get it out. Like I didn't know, but it was therapy, bro. I did not know, man. I had to get it out. I really got a house full of guns, a couch full of wands, just in case I don't understand the outcome. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I
Man,
was reading books and stuff that Moby was turning me on to and learning about the world, bro. And it was messing me up to have all this inside me. And the music gave me therapy to get it out, bro. I didn't know I was probably going through depression after losing my brother. Because every time I lost somebody, I just worked harder and stayed busy, not knowing I was just dealing with stuff. You hear me? Like, so in some instances, I have to always keep it a buck. I can't take credit. I gotta get credit to God because I could have crashed out, 50, 11 times behind being angry and upset and not knowing and not figuring it out or knowing if I needed somebody to get me, why they don't understand me, whatever, bro. Being a young dude in this America, you heard me? But
Yeah.
what I did was I just kept working. And by the grace of God, I was just also not only getting through my own things, I was making audio stuff that would be utilized for the rest of the world to get through their thing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm
Unbeknownst
so,
to you,
bro. Oh,
you didn't even know. I'm in LA. Well, we finna get to that next, right? But mental health is so important, and that's
serious.
some. I got a nonprofit organization, right?
Come
Active Chuck's charitable organization, a 501c3 out of Los Angeles, but we are federally tax exempt.
Okay.
And one of the main things that we do in our mission statement is to highlight mental health awareness, because in our communities, we men, so we male bravado, tough guys, and we always have to be that. We can never go and humble ourselves. So it's kind of hard for some of those people who still on that vibration to say, you know what, I'm not that strong doing chin-ups on the bar. I can do dips, probably 1,000 of them, but when I try to get on the bar, I don't do as good as, say, my brother Pooh or Fiend, right? So, Pooh, Fiend, how could y'all help me strengthen myself up to do those chin-ups? So psychologically, we deal with that pride problem, and we're taught that, oh, just take it, you a man, right? Move forward, chin up, chest out. But even for those who do have the courage to go against the taboo reasonings within the inner city communities, then we don't necessarily know what options or resources are available for us to get those kind of treatment. But I did find through hip hop, the same way you did, Fiend, listening to Tupac, being able to resonate with him, Spice One, watching his metaphors in that creative. He's so creative with those metaphors and double entendres back when he was dropping that. And so once I started writing, same thing, poetry and music, I started realizing it was therapeutic for me. It was helping me more than it was helping me believe in my career moving forward as far as making music. But as we in the music, I do want to get to the No Limit Records, 1997, 98.
Hold on. Before you go there, don't let me lose your train of thought. Let me just say this real quick, just so it can be clear. Your whole life, your purpose is to find your purpose. Right?
I am.
So, in the process of looking and pursuing your purpose, young boys, young black men, young men are told to be tough, hard, strong, don't cry, toughen up, without even finding who you are first. Secondly, young boys are not taught to love themselves or be in love with themselves so they can attract the love that they need reciprocated. Without these things implemented till you have some type of grasp of who you are, with some type of grasp, with some type of purpose, with some type of grasp of how do I know how to love? Do I know how to distribute love? Do I know what I'm attracted with my energy? We could be forced to be irresponsible raising kids, transferring the things that's undetermined about ourselves into children, not alone citing the woman we chose for a mate. These things can be detrimental if you don't find your purpose, if you're not in love with yourself or love yourself properly to attract the love you need back. You know what I'm saying? It goes with a child trying to raise a child in a man's body. You know what I'm saying? And that is a circle of repetition that keeps happening to cause the confusion, to keep putting cut on this pure dope we are as being God's children, being the it factor.
All praises.
We the true electric, we the socket, you know, we the real electricity, and it waters down how dope we really are. You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to put that out there. If you feel you watching this, you feel like you need some therapy, reward yourself with it. If you watching this and you feel like, yo, I need to learn how to love, then be in love with myself so I can attract the same energy and love I need back. Do that. These children do not deserve to be raised with confusion because we still are confused. It's okay. I'm not judging. I'm only expressing my own observation as growing up a young black boy in America. So I put these words out there, just hopefully that some people can apply it, no matter what your gender, religious belief, or ethnicity. I just want you to process that because the babies are born purely adventurous, fearful, and they gotta learn to be scared. They gotta learn to be told what they can't do. And that ain't gonna help us 100 years, 200 years from now.
Mm.
So I'm saying that, and I said my piece on that. We can move forward. I just wanted to.
Well, I want to thank you first and foremost. It resonated. It was so deep, and it made so much sense, Fiend. I really, really appreciated what you added to that conversation. So
Me too.
Appreciate it.
So in 1997, 98, you signed with No Limit Records, founded by Master P, and released your second album, There's One in Every Family. Mind you, his name is Fiend. He forgot to answer that part too. Tell him how you came up with the name Fiend. You spoke on Rakim and them, but you didn't go and connect the dots. But you took it somewhere else so beautiful, so I didn't want to interrupt, right?
I got you.
So,
I got you. I was in high school. High school, Walter L. Cohen, 3520 Drive Street. You heard me, uptown. You feel me? I'm going to school between 3 projects. And if you go a little bit further, you touch the St. Thomas Project. My school is between 3 projects: the Magnolia, the Callio, and the Milford. Just to make it home in one piece is a damn miracle. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my partner Rivers is out to St. Thomas, you heard me? And me and Rivers and Sean and a few other guys used to run raps in the hallway. My partner Rivers used to be like, man, you're rich. Man, your voice, man, shit like Rakim or something, Rich. Man, whatever your name is, bro, you gotta have like Fiend somewhere in there, bro. Like microphone Fiend, you gotta be some type of Fiend. So I was like, boom, we're gonna do Fiend. But picture this here, I had it all messed up. Before I got the big boy, it was anti-Fiend, right?
Okay.
And Sice was like, yo, you mind if we drop the anti part? You heard me? So boom, it was Fiend. But I gotta give credit to my brother Rivers out to St. Thomas. You heard me? Like he was the one. Yeah, he was the one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, putting that out there. We tight to this day. Like, you feel me? So that's how my name came about. How I got the No Limit is Corey Bush, Mia X, and KLC. And I gotta also credit Kane and Abel. Yeah,
shout out Kane and Abel.
Man. Kane and Abel.
If you lost and you look, then you will find me. Time after time. Man.
You heard me? So look,
man.
Kane and Abel was going to Xavier University. So we was hanging out. I was doing rhymes with them, you know, some writing, some featuring. You know, we did real good together. All 3 of us, man, real good together. You heard me? But it was Mia wanting me on her album. She wanted me and Mac on her album. So Mia was, man, bro, she spearheaded the bounce era of the women. Bounce music, not alone, but bounce on some rapping. She's a real MC, so that was big to me. She was.
Hey, listen. Hold your thought, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up after this. I told Milza, hey man, y'all did y'all thing, but bro, man, Mia X,
shut the shit down.
Man, she handled her motherfucking business, bro. I swear to God, dog. Man, when she came, every time I got chills, bro. I got chills in my body, dog. Man, that woman, man, she handled her motherfucking business, dog.
Special. She's always been like that. She's always been like that.
So Mia said, I gotta have Fiend on my album.
Man, Mia messed around and had like a mafia meeting behind us meeting with each other. You know what I'm saying? She sent Corey to come get me. And I met her at a grocery store. You feel me? She was walking, pushing her basket, you know what I'm saying, getting groceries, and here I come to the side, and I'm just, we walk up on her. She you know, she getting groceries, doing her big one, just minding her business. You feel me? Bossed up, walking. You know, she turned around, introduced. She's like, "Hey, you know, it's good to meet you." She said, "Man, I'm a fan. I've been over there at Peaches Record Store, and we saw a lot of your singles." You know, a lot of your singles, a lot of your music. I want to get you on stuff. I'm still in shock. This me and X, you know what I'm saying? The big payback. You know, I've never heard no female MC from the city or where we was from that was just doing what she did. She stayed on the radio like how Kendrick Lamar, not like us, was on the radio, but locally, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I never met her. I never met her. I didn't know what she looked like. I just heard her voice on the radio. So it was dope. So we made that happen. And I got on a song with her, me, her, and Matt, Kane Abel. The next thing you know, that was my first visit up there to No Limit Records, right? Then I went back with Kane Abel and we did something. And that was the second visit. Then KL was like, yo, man, we're already tight. He was around the corner on the parkway. I had moved to the third ward after my mom and my brother, we moved out of Holland Grove, you hear me? So KL was like, you need to come up here more often with me, bro. I'm telling you, you need to come out here with me. So I ride with KL to Baton Rouge, go to the studio. Man, I'm up in there one day, bro. And Pete familiar with me a little bit, but he didn't nobody but me and KL in Studio B. You heard me? Man, that boy walk in, open the door, he look at me, so, say, KL, let me holler at you for a minute, bro. You know. KL was like, okay, I'll be right back. KL he walked, left, I heard the doors close. Man, who the hell you got in my studio, bro? What the fuck is going on?
He tripping.
Man, I'm like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Right.
man, I ain't mean to get home in trouble, you heard me?
Right.
I heard Kay saying in another room, man, we need that dude, bro.
Right.
Trust me, Pete. Trust me, we need him, bro. You need to hear him, you heard me? So in the process of that, we were communicating eventually on a third-party deal. No Limit, Priority, and the company I was working with. P didn't care to do third-party deals. You heard me? He was not funking with that at all. You heard me? He wasn't with it. Man, we was talking. We was like, he like, look, if you can come up with this amount of money, I'll do it, right? Eventually. I was up there more times. So when that conversation happened for him to entertain, like, you come up with this, right? You come up with $250,000, you know what I'm saying? So when he said the number, the next day I went to the studio and my people brought $250,000. This is 97. So he was like, oh, y'all serious? You know? So he was like, yeah, like we put the house on him. It's serious, right? So we in the studio, me and KL done already recorded Don't Fuck Around before it got to the
Don't
powder
fuck
soundtrack.
around. I don't even have to say it. Cause all the G's around my way know
Know
that
that
I
I
don't
don't
play.
play.
Say, bro.
Right?
Say, bro. Drop that bag like this here in the studio. KL said, oh, your people here with you too. Your people here, you heard me? He said, let's play this. Hit the play button. P heard Don't Fuck Around. My little people heard Don't Fuck Around. It was like this here. Say, bro. My people looked at me while P was like, he was mugging listening to that bitch. He looked at me, he was like, it's a done deal. That boy P said, say, bro, mix that motherfucking song, bro. Mix that motherfucker, bro. I know exactly where that bitch going. Hey, bro, he was rapping up on Bout It, the movie and the soundtrack, bro. He put that song in on Bout It movie, then the crack house scene, when that laser was going through that smoke.
Yep. Yep.
It was
Yep.
over. It
Yep.
was over.
Yep.
It was over.
Yep.
I was introduced to the world like never before. It was over. It was over. It was over. P said, "Hey, bro, we gonna do this." So we talking. I just had to don't fuck around or something. You heard me? So picture, my people had ran into the situation and was like, "Look, I might be gone for a minute. I'm gonna move around."
Right.
And he was like, "But I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. You have your freedom to go do whatever you want to do." In the process, when God bless his soul, Sylvester Scott, the CFO of No Limit, told me the message that was transpired, what had transpired, he was reaching me a No Limit contract in the same conversation. I won't forget, we was on tour in a hotel room. I signed it on the spot, and the rest was history.
No advance, or you took it in advance?
I got a little advance. It was something to put something in my pocket, which at the time, from an independent label, not knowing the trajectory of what I could do, the potential what, but keep in mind, I was already a local success doing shows every weekend. So I had success. I was already big at home. I was huge at home, you know what I'm saying? Performing one song, taking limousine rides, to do shows, do one song in the intro. I was already massive in the city of New Orleans and the outskirts. It just was it was something to do. And I'm happy I did it because having a lot of potential and nowhere to put it can really, it could be idle time that can lead to other things, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Like what the situation your man ran into. And salute to that brother, man, for keeping it 100 with you, still wanting to see you win, even whether or not you was with him. Hey, man, them type of real niggas, I'd have met a couple of them, and a couple of them was from Nolans, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro. Hey, man, to this day, we like this. To this day. To this day, you heard me? We like this. And I just was on a jack with him the other day, telling him about the Verzuz, because he knew nothing about it, where he was at. He was laughing his ass off, just, thinking how far we came, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just surreal, bro. Like, you blink and years can go by. So it's imagine, to me, stay busy and stay productive, constantly doing something. If you're able to stay active and don't really watch the scoreboard too much, just worry about getting down the court and just taking shots. You know what I mean?
Right. Pooh?
No, you go next, because the question I have is kind of gonna be off. So I think you're gonna lead into something that's more musically inclined, bro. So you go ahead, bro. You go ahead, bro.
Okay. So there's one in every family. My father was a fiend, a gangbanger, turned drug addict. Now he's been sober for 20 years. And he's excelling. It takes a strong person to come back from those type of addictions. So when I seen that album, first the No Limit had that one look, right? A marketing genius, right? With the bling, what you call it's on the side, but Fiend, it was a dark black, and it had your picture. There's one Fiend, there's one in every I said, damn, that automatically resonated with me. So it's no it was no shock to me when it ended up going gold. Rightfully so, it should have went platinum. But I guess that it's more fake motherfuckers out here that couldn't relate than it is motherfuckers. Yeah.
Right now, the album is past 1.4 million records sold. It's just not enough. And the album just resurged on Billboard. Top 100 is number 63 today. Off of LeBron posting him riding to practice in the morning, listening to Only Fuck With A Few. And a couple
you never know
songs.
what these niggas do.
Man,
You better, and do a review on these niggas before you call them your crew.
Come on,
man.
Say, bro.
And it had reached #1 on Billboards when it originally dropped. On the Billboard 200.
Yes, sir.
So then you dropped the third album, which was Street Life, 1999. And after that, you left No Limit. Everything, obviously, was still family and good with No Limit. We just seen you on the Verzuz, but I guess you probably wanted to, you know, push your own. Like you said, you seen that you had A&R talent. You had an ear for music and all of these other things. You wanted to finally evolve into more than just where you was at and past that stage as an artist on No Limit. So you founded Fiend Entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then how many albums did you release independently, or did y'all have a distributor at the time?
Yeah. I released a gang of albums after There's When Their Family and Street Life. Street Life as well went #1 on Billboard as well, which is
Okay,
kind of unheard of for a debuting artist to come out one year and do #1 and come the next year do #1 as well. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Street Life was the first album that was turned into No Limit without P having any involvement. So that let me know I had reached a different type of magnitude as being a contributor and executive producer for an album to be so young. You know what I'm saying? So I was really stepping into my shoes, like really filling my own shoes. So what made me go and do my own thing, I just couldn't get no overstanding of my finances moving forward, and I didn't want to not see No Limit how I saw No Limit. So I just had to kind of keep it moving. So I ended up putting out an independent project just to make some side money or just keep some money, some motion going. And that was something major, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't find out I could sell records independently outside of being independent with nationwide distribution, you feel me? Right. So I ended up getting with Southwest Wholesale that was in Houston, Texas on Bingo Road. And I did my Fiend Entertainment, Fiend Presents Kane Abel, produced a little bit more than 90% of the tracks that was on there while I was learning how to produce. You know what I'm saying? Beats by the Pound had gave me some drums and
shout out Beats by the Pound, man.
Shout out Beats by the Pound. I just went crazy. I had a truck I paid for out of Beverly Hills. I went and sold that truck and bought me a studio. You
invested in yourself.
Invested in myself. I put like $153,000 into my project. I took a mortgage out of my home that was already paid for. I took like how much I got out? I think I got like 109,000, something like that. 108,000 mortgage. And man, I just went to invest it into myself to put the project out. First week I got offered a $500,000 deal off of my own label. You know what I'm saying? And then I was dropping projects constantly. So I was doing 30, 50,000 plus independently, seeing $8 a record. So respectfully, my brother got money in the street too while he was working, but he was in the street too. So I liked the thought of having money and nobody knew I had it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I really did, but I thought it was selfish with these newfound fans I had for me to just be cool with the money and not want to give them that nationwide that oomph that they argue about in the barbershops with you being their favorite artist and stuff. Thought that was kind of selfish, you know. So I battled with wanting fame to do what I need to do for fans that you cool already doing it like you're doing it independently. You know what I'm saying? Like they still want that big release how they got this with their family and street life. You dig?
Right.
So
it's a balance in that. It's definitely a balance in that.
Yeah, I mean, because in a perfect world, bro, I didn't know what to do with fame. You know, I was so naive as a kid, bro. I thought I could put out rap albums and ain't never had to perform that shit at a concert or nothing. Come on, now you know that's naive, bro. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, you know, it goes hand in hand, and you gotta be willing to do that work, because fame is a hell of a drug. I think it's the strongest, most addictive drug in the world.
Yeah.
I honestly really do. 20,000, 30,000, 60,000 people screaming your name and know the word. I think it's the most addictive drug in the world, bro.
Well, it could be, but I learned at a younger age. When I first dropped, I did like 2.2 million on my first independent, right? 2.2 million on my first single, and I own the masters up under my publishing company, registered to ASCAP since 2002. So when YouTube was and Spotify, they weren't it wasn't properly registered, they weren't paying me. I knew then because I came from the streets, I had a reputation in the streets, and that wasn't gonna send my son to college. You know what I'm saying? I needed the money. So I was like, look, the fame doesn't amount to nothing to me. I'm known enough in my community, and that's all I care about.
Right.
You know, though my loved ones in my community, that I need my money. You know what I'm saying? So okay, so you ended up your sound shifted from the aggressive high energy, no limit era style to a more laid back stoner rap aesthetic. One article had described your voice as gruff voice, furious, like some sort of demon, right? Straining to escape the ghetto pressure cooker, right? And that was quoted by Jiz Brazil. I thought it was more of a Scarface meets C Murder meets a lyricist, like you say, like Rakim. Even though it was smooth like Rakim, it was more aggressive, right? But the delivery was like a mix. You were my favorite rapper on No Limit. I think the Mystikal was the most versatile commercial artist. I thought C Murder and you were the two of the realest street niggas, and Soulja Slim, rest in peace to Soulja Slim, right? So we was off all of that in LA. Y'all don't know. LA love that No Limit shit, man.
Hey man. See that West Coast?
Yeah.
See that West Coast? People not paying attention to their verses. We was in Vegas, bro.
Yeah.
They were showing a crowd of young people, but don't get it twisted. That camera did not catch all them people that was in Vegas that was from that West Coast that was lit. They was lit. Word for word. That West Coast, that Texas, that Midwest, literally held our hand the whole way walking through this journey. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those people, you people were saying, yo, I have a soundtrack to my life. I could play every day.
Right. So I'm gonna let him get to it, but first I want to talk about what you got going on today. Congratulations on the Verzuz. When you came out, now mind you, I'm already knowing my boy is telling me, hey, Fiend is locked in, bro. We already didn't talk to our people. The Verzuz coming up. I said this is gonna be a great opportunity to help push these and reintroduce the Fiend, who is my favorite rapper from No Limit, to a newer audience, right? Talk about the Verzuz, but not to just talk about the Verzuz. When you come out and make them say, No Limit mercenary, I said, hey, there goes my nigga Fiend. He on, right?
Hey, bro. Hey, listen, I sent the prayer to Mia at 4 a.m. before we went to that show. I said, your crown is polished and is ready for presentation. She said, my brother, you must have felt my energy and knew I needed this prayer. I said, babe, your crown is polished and is ready to be worn in front of the public. Period. You heard me? We got out there and it happened that fast. But what we mean to each other and what we've been through, we can't hide that when that music come on, and we can't even hide it. I'm gonna turn P up, period. I'm gonna turn him up, period. You feel me? Period. I'm gonna turn him. I'm in his face, and you know what I'm saying, when he's doing these raps. Come on, bro. What's down? Like it's when Mia go, oh, you know what I'm saying? When Shook, I didn't even realize it. People were telling me you was everybody hype man. I said, dog, I don't even know. This is what we do. Like, I'm listening to them. I love to see them be the highest vibration of themselves. You know what I'm saying? And man, bro, missing Corey Miller, We already are
Crazy
missing, man.
murder, man.
Free Corey Miller to us the way around, to us the other way around. Mac Home, Mystikal still Joshin, Rest in Peace, Soldier Slim, Big Ed, Mr. Magic, Chastity, Fino. You know, it's just so many emotions was going through of how far we came. And it was a bit much, but it happened. So, and I got a chance to celebrate on across the stage with people I've been knowing since I was barely in my teens. Birdman, BG. I've been knowing these people since I was 12 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was huge, you know, to share that stage and give fans what they deserve. Period.
Right.
Period, bro. Period.
I think y'all showed hip hop unity, right? Everybody know the competition and that P, No Limit, and Cash Money, even though they both legendary from and put New Orleans on the map internationally, not nationally, internationally.
Yes, sir.
Right? And they both played their part with their different styles and contributions.
Right.
But this was huge for hip hop.
Massive.
This was huge for New Orleans, Louisiana. Stand the fuck up.
Come on.
Y'all got to see history, right?
Come on.
And y'all got to see unity between brothers.
Two mountains.
In a time when we need to see, and these young brothers need to see unity on the highest stage so they can mimic and imitate that. I ain't gotta hate on you, Panda, man. We could get some money together.
Come on, man.
Come on, homie.
You shine, I shine. One hand washes the other. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to thank you for that. And I want to know, what is Fiend working on now? I know you got the Sleepy Bear Clothing Company. I don't know if that's still going. Who got that fire? Let us know what Fiend is working on today, what we can look forward to, so we can get behind you and make sure that we support you, brother.
I appreciate that. I got a documented 3-part docuseries. First episode is out right now called The Baddest Alive. It's available on Folsom.tv. And if you got,
how do you spell that?
I'm still the baddest alive.
There we go. The baddest.
No, the platform. How do you spell that
on
platform?
Folsom. That's FAWESOME.TV, Folsom.tv. Or if you got a smart TV, you know, Roku, you can just go in the search bar and type in The Baddest Alive. And it's spelled just like it's pronounced. Also, they got 2 more episodes coming with that. I'm in the TV and the film world on that space. That's where I've been at. That's where a lot of my music is going to go. Of course, Sleepy Bear Apparel, just bringing my my contribution to street brands out there. You know what I'm saying? It's just an option to fresh. Give some players some things to step up their fresh.
And where can they get your that merch?
SleepyBearApparel.com.
SleepyBearApparel.com. We're going to make sure we drop all of these links.
For sure.
When this comes out, SleepyBearApparel.com.
And if y'all see me on TMZ the other day, I was doing an interview from the Who Got That Fire vodcast in studio. I got a vodcast called Who Got That Fire, where we showcase all the coolest things of the hottest people doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Just giving options, not smothering the game, just making our contribution to be options. I like to call myself a facilitator. You know what I'm saying? I like to facilitate the void, you know what I'm saying, of what could be possibly missing in the culture. You know what I'm saying? But those are, and also you could go check out new Fendi P. My little brother Fendi P got a new release. New Currency, the Spitter has a new release. Go check out Jack Joe, Mia X's son. Go check out J Novocaine. Jet Life clothing brand official. Please tap into the Jet Life clothing brand. I got so many business partners and people that are doing huge things. I just wanted to shout them out for all of them just spearheading that thing, being so great at what they do, because I didn't get here by myself, not one bit. Shout out to Atlantic Records. We're still working closely. That's what I got going. Just being a contributor to the culture. You feel me? I constantly got music out there. My latest musical project is called Coolers in Session 3.5. Tap into that. That's a vibe. I still produce, I still write. That's where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? Being a father, being a husband, being a son, you know, playing my role in my village, you know.
Heard the hell out of that. Pooh.
So I want to ask you, bro.
Mhm.
So nigga, we 2 hours away from y'all, right?
Right.
I was just down there dipping catfish in gumbo like 2 weeks ago. You know
Come
what I'm
on.
saying? Like at what was it? Lily Mae's cafe. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the address, but
Willie
man, order
Mays.
say it again.
Willie Mays.
Willie Mae's.
Willie
Willie
Mays Scotch
Mae's.
House.
Man, they showed me love,
Of
bro. I
course.
swear, man. I'm talking about some good hospitality, nigga.
Of course.
Anyways, but so us looking at y'all coming up, right?
Mhm.
In the hood, in the projects, in the ghetto, in the slums,
Mhm.
literally. What would a 12-year-old Fiend
Mm.
tell itself right now today, bro? Like, cause I'm looking at y'all. I'm
Mhm.
looking at y'all, and like,
Mhm.
hey, you know, you fuck with Milza. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? So like, we were just trying to find our way, and like we listening to y'all. So what would a 12-year-old Fiend tell itself right now in 2025, bro?
Great
Oh
message.
man, I would tell the 12-year version of myself, love yourself, be in love with yourself, stay active, don't be scared to do what your soul and your spirit telling you to do, opposed to what in the physical and the flesh is motivating you to do. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be in the library. It's okay to do things that other kids aren't doing. You know, be very comfortable being yourself, being a one-on-one, because God only made one version of you. Ain't but one you in the world. You that special. Each person only has one
Mm,
version of you. So man, embrace
mm,
that. You hear me? Like really,
mm.
really think about that, bro. You were made so unique. There's only one
Oh,
version of you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I would say embrace yourself. Stay in the library. You know, think of new things on how to make the world better as a contributor. You know what I'm saying? Because that creativity from a 12-year-old, you haven't totally learned fear yet of what you can't do.
Hmm.
And that's where your
That's his
strength
strength.
is. That's your
Yeah.
strength. That's your strength.
Pooh, anything else?
I was gonna say this, and then I'm gonna be quiet because I get to rambling.
It's
But
all
Deuce,
good.
I was watching a video that you dropped of the most honorable minister Louis Farrakhan the other
Mm,
day,
mm,
and it's not it's another video that I always stay in my mind, but it goes back to what he just said. When your father is intimate with your mother, when he ejaculates into her, the fight to get up to that stream is so tumultuous, and you fighting
Son,
billions of other sperm cells, and for you to get there and to be here, I'm gonna leave it there, bro, because
it's a
I don't want to come
miracle.
off as being weird or nothing like
It's
that.
not, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. You are meant. See, that's another thing, bro. People don't know you mean something. You purposeful. You meant to be here. You just have to find your purpose.
Right,
Other than that, we just stagnated. And that's okay. That's what college
right,
is for. It's like an adult daycare. You know what I'm saying? It's a safe place to be to learn out who you are. You know what I'm saying? Safe place to be to learn who you is. So it's true. Ain't but one of you, man. Activate yourself. You know, activate yourself, man. You wake up, you winning. My dad used to tell me, hey, son, somebody woke up dead.
hmm.
Do something. You know what I'm saying? Get that blood circulating. Hit that ground. Let me see them push-ups. Go take you a walk. Go take you a jog. Activate
Some
yourself.
productive. Some
Get,
productive.
get that blood circulating. It's like starting the car in the morning. Get that blood circulating, man, and go do something. And that is what made the music, you know, that is, bro, the truest, most purest form of the art is telling the truth. And it goes with even telling the ugly sides of your life.
Mm.
You know, that end up getting a beautiful outcome because you got it out you and they have to hold it. You know what I mean?
Right.
You end up helping somebody through your stuff, through your shit. That's
Yeah.
what art is. Art imitating life. That's what that is. And don't forget, it's therapy, bro. And I'm
Yeah.
not saying everybody got to go pay for it, but man, having that talk in the mirror with yourself, realizing it helps, bro. Because you got a whole lot to conquer. You got a whole lot to achieve in life. And you have to be on one accord with yourself to know that everybody not going to make it.
Mm.
And
Mm.
not beat yourself up with survivor's remorse just because you did.
Well, man, we appreciate your time, but even more, we appreciate your wisdom.
For sure, man.
Um,
Likewise.
Staying productive physically, mentally, spiritually, having that balance financially, having that balance in life, and understanding your purpose is the lesson that we definitely need to push to these children
For
and
sure.
get behind them. That's kind of like my purpose.
For
This
sure.
is the DAMU KIWE conversation. If you look behind West Coast, you see a red Chuck. On this side, you see a blue Chuck. It's unity through hip hop music on the West Coast. It
Right.
was my vision, and that's what we started pushing. But
Nice.
it's bigger than just, it symbolizes the Bloods, the Crips, but it's bigger than that. It symbolizes unity and the essence of unity just generally.
Right.
There's anything we could do to aid and assist you, believe me, bro. Um, I'm not the type of dude that looks for friends, right?
Mhm.
But I recognize when I see an ally.
For
You know,
sure.
if you
For
know
sure.
the difference,
For
right?
sure.
An ally in this struggle that we call life as hue melanated, carbonated beings,
Right.
right? This is something we up against it, especially in these times.
For sure.
But if there's anything that we could do to assist you in the future, reach out. You gonna make sure you take some of my number also. When you come there later next time, I'll be out of town. I moved to the Midwest a couple years ago, but
Nice.
I'll be back and forth. My nonprofit and my entertainment company is in LA and Vegas. We
Okay.
got the films and all of that going on. So distribution through Sinclair Digital, which is
Nice.
Sinclair Broadcasting's new what you call it, as well as for cable, we got distribution also through Cox Media.
Okay.
So we got the TV and the cable and all of that going. So just stay tapped in. Let's communicate. Let's network. And thank you again for coming. Salute to you, Fiend.
Hey, I salute you, gentlemen. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your wisdom. I appreciate y'all doing the research. I love making music. I love talking that is. I just believe in like it's a dope balance. And if we could save these kids from themselves, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? So I extend my hand as well from where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I got boots on the ground. I believe in like kind of like more action, less announcements. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like to give who could be oppressing the situation, opportunity heads up to burn down what we're doing. You know what I'm saying?
Smart move strategically.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's where I'm at with it. I do a toy drive every year with my lodge. You know what I'm saying? Crescent City Lodge 274, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Oh, you a traveling man?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, I knew you was knowledgeable, but I didn't put the two together. But okay.
Respectfully, this just happened a few years ago.
Okay.
It happened a few years ago. That was the funny thing about it. A lot of my brothers was like, "You've been talking this since early years. You just not know you was talking it." You know what I'm saying? So I was like blown away by that as well. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, but definitely found a home of other like-minded brothers that, like I said, we could help ours and direct them so they could have their armor and their knowledge, to defend themselves out here and know how to maneuver in these American streets, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all, man. I really, really appreciate y'all. If I could be of some
Appreciate you,
service,
homie.
I could appreciate you for sure. But
Appreciate
if I could be of
it.
some service on
And
y'all side too.
let's not make this the last time, bro.
Nah, we
Salute you,
won't.
salute to you, too, Deuce, man. Like,
Yeah, man.
respect you, bro. And I'm gonna say this: respect you, Deuce, love you, bro. For real, my nigga. Like, don't cut this out. Respect you, love you, Duse.
It's all love, bro.
Respect you, love you, Fiend, my nigga. Like
Respect and love you too,
real
brother.
talk. I'm a student. I'm learning.
Hey,
Hey,
shout
man.
out to Pooh. Shout out to Pooh. Shout out to Duse. Y'all not tuned into one of the illest, livest, dopest vodcasts to be on the scene. You're hearing it from Fiend, International Jones. You saw what we did on Verzuz. You heard me? Classic like the Coca-Cola can. You heard me? Once you create something so special, it never dies. Love yourself. Be in love with yourself. You heard me? Create energy. It becomes matter, then you can create something that matter. You heard me?
Hey, salute, Fiend. All right, we gone.
We gone.
DAMU KIWE conversation.